Hi guys, my name is Romain Lambert. Stories invite us to interpret suffering. It is a transformative dimension of storytelling because it turns that suffering into something else. It's a principle of metaphors, but there's something else. What is it exactly? I have one word for you. Tenet. No, I'm kidding. It's meaning. Viktor Frankl was an Austrian neurologist, a psychiatrist, and a Holocaust survivor. And that experience led him to a great discovery. Suffering ceases to be suffering at the moment it finds a meaning. Frankl tells in his book Man's Search for Meaning how much people were stronger when they had a why to live. And I believe it's the same for writers and for anything. So Frankl tells us this anecdote of a man who is depressed because he can't overcome the loss of his wife. Frankl asked him one single question that solved everything. He asks, what would have happened if you had died first and your wife would have had to survive you? At that moment, the patient understands that he is carrying that suffering to spare that suffering to his wife. This man starts to turn his suffering into something meaningful. Frankl invented this new kind of therapy that he called logotherapy. And to explain it, he quotes a proverb. Live as if you were living already for the second time, and as if you had acted the first time, as wrongly as you are about to act now. It sounds a bit difficult to understand, but it's not. If you think about it, it's what happens with stories. In stories, you are invited to project yourself in the behavior of someone else. You consider his choices. You notice how bad or how good his behavior is in relation to his goal, what he wants and what he needs. Does he fail? Does he succeed? What do we learn? You experience everything that can go wrong. Then, once you get back to your life, you can think about it. And maybe you'll know what to do as if it was your second life. I'm sure you already read the book or watched the film and you like the character. After 2 hours, it's the end and you are disappointed. And most of the time it's because you can't find meaning to the experience you've been through. That's what happens when the writer doesn't bring the heart and the brain back together. Even when you tell an anecdote, a joke, maybe we'll laugh or we'll cry, but in any case, we expect you to tell us what you learned about this, even if it's something silly. What's the conclusion? What's the point? Next time I'm drunk, I won't even try to get back home. That's it. Fortunately, if you have something deep and meaningful to convey, it will be a powerful story. So let's have a look at this beautiful movie, Little Miss Sunshine. Beware, you're entering in a spoiler zone. Olive wants to be the new Little Miss Sunshine, and she gets the opportunity to participate to that contest. Problem, it's far away, and the family can't afford to buy flight tickets. So the father decides to drive. And that father is a life coach. He thinks you always have to be a winner to have a fulfilling life.
With my 9-step Refuse to Lose program, you now have the necessary...
So if they make that long journey to go to that contest...
So, do you think you can win, Little Miss Sunshine?
Richard.
Olive has to win it.
Are you gonna win?
The film asks the question, do you have to win to be happy?
Yes.
We're going to California.
And I want you to be winners!
Each member of the family represents a different aspect of losing in something.
I fell in love with someone who didn't love me back.
For example, the brother wants to be a pilot. But during that trip, he makes a terrible discovery. He is colorblind, and he'll never be a pilot because of that.
Okay, I don't want to be your family. I hate you fucking people. I hate you! Divorce? Bankrupt? Suicide? You fucking losers! You losers!
Olive gets to the contest. We see her and we know she won't be Little Miss Sunshine. But there's something more important than that. When you take care of each other, whatever happens, you can't be a loser. Because you have so much more than just winning or losing. You have a family, you have friends, they'll be there for you. Remember Little Miss Sunshine, that tells you how much winning is nothing compared to the experience of sharing the moment with the people you love. Remember that meaning and use it now for your second life. That's it for today. I invite you to follow my next videos. See you next week, and let's get back to writing.